Okay, we have already seen our projectiles, and this is a continuation with examples. So we have some question there. As you can see, they're telling you that a ball is thrown from the edge of a cliff, but this time it was a horizontal velocity given to it. So if it's a horizontal velocity, it means it was projected horizontally. That was the initial velocity of 20 meters per second. I like students who always use sketches in their work, so assuming you have a scenario like this and they're asking you that to calculate the time if it hits the surface at 60 meters from the cliff. So if this is the cliff, it hits 60 meters, it means it hits at a distance which is 60 meters from the cliff. So this is how I draw that. I put 60 meters and I represent it with a distance. You already know what distance is. And they want us to calculate the time. Thus to calculate the time taken and the height. So if we need the time, I'm going to be using S is equal to UT, a half GT squared. We have already seen that. So my displacement is 60 meters, I don't have the vertical displacement. I don't have this here. So I'm going to be using a combination of the two equations to make sure I get these two. So if I need the time taken, I'm going to be using X is equal to UT, where X is the horizontal distance covered and the initial velocity is 20 times time. So I'm having my time as 60 over 20, and you have your time as 3 seconds. Then the height is this displacement here. So you are going to be using a half times G, which is a 10 times the time you've got, 3 square. This gives us a half times, this gives us 5 times 9, which is 45 meters. There you go. That's example 1. Anyway, let's look at example 2. They are telling us that an object is released from an aircraft traveling horizontally with a velocity of 200 meters, traveling horizontally. So that is a horizontal projection. The moment you see horizontal, something like horizontal, then you know it is a horizontal projectile. So you draw your sketch and you can draw an aeroplane. I like students who always use sketches. This is going to be 200 meters per second. The height is given as 500 meters from that question. So they want you to calculate how long it takes to reach the ground. So we have two equations we are always using, and if they are asking us for the time taken to reach the ground, we are likely to use this equation. We are actually going to use we are going to use this equation, a half gt squared, like you've seen in example 1, and we are also going to be using any of these equations. So for the time taken, let's use the first equation because we have the displacement already. So this is the height, half gt squared. My height is 500, is a half times 10 times t squared. This becomes t squared is equal to 100. And then time becomes plus or minus 10. But since time is a scalar quantity, we are going to take the positive value. Time is 10 seconds. Then they also want us to calculate the horizontal displacement. So we know that the horizontal displacement x is going to be ut horizontal, which is going to be the initial velocity times the time, which is 10 seconds. This gives us 2000 meters or 2 kilometers. So it traveled 2 kilometers. That's quite a lot. Thank you very much for watching. That marks the end of projectiles in senior 3. Next we shall look at motion graphs for a body under